Hi friends, this is Manikanta Prasanna Kumar and welcome to my channel Maths with Money. You can follow me on my Facebook page Maths with Money. Regarding myself, I was selected in RRB NTPC and also SSC CGL and I have 4 years experience in teaching quantitative aptitude. Today I will discuss an exam which is conducted by SSC, and today itself SSC released a notification on SSC CPO, that is Central Police Organization, which was conducted by Staff Selection Commission only. Okay, so regarding this video, in this video I'll tell you all the things related to SSC CPO 2020. Okay, so today itself, that is June 17th, SSC released the notification on CPO. Okay, so I'll discuss important dates regarding SSC CPO 2020 and also posts that were filled up through SSC CPO and number of vacancies, and eligibility criteria, who are eligible to write this exam, and what is the age limit for this exam, and how to apply this exam, and pattern of the exam. So what is the pattern? That means how many papers are there, how many tiers are there, what are the physical tests, and what are the medical tests which was conducted by this exam. Okay, and finally I'll tell you how to prepare this exam. Okay, the first topic, that is important dates. So this is the notification released by SSC today itself, and in the description I already gave the link for this notification. Please see the notification and observe all the things before apply. Okay, so here the important date, first date is submission of online applications, that is from June 17th 2020 to July 16th 2020. So online application submission dates are between June 17th to July 16th. And last date and time for receipt of applications is July 16th, night 11:30. Okay. And last date and time for making online fee payment is July 18th. And for offline challan, last date and time for generation of offline challan is July 20th. Okay, and last date for payment through challan, that is offline payment, is July 22. Okay, these are about applications. Okay, but when the paper 1 will conduct, it is on September 29th to October 5th, and paper 2 is March 1st 2021, that is next year. Okay, here the exam first paper was on September 29th. So here we have 3 months, nearly 3 months. In these 3 months you can prepare for this exam. Okay, so first we have to see what are the posts that are there in CPO. Okay, let's see posts that were filled up through SSC CGL. Okay, so there are two things here. The first thing is sub-inspector in CAPF and sub-inspector in Delhi Police. In Delhi Police, male and female both are eligible. But in CAPF, that is Central Armed Police Force, only males are eligible. Okay. And the sub-inspector in CAPF, it carries pay level 6. Okay, pay scale of level 6. That means basic pay is from 35,400 to 1,12,400, and it is Group B non-gazetted post, non-gazetted and non-ministerial post. And whereas sub-inspector executive in Delhi Police is considered as Group C post and non-gazetted, and it is also level 6 post, and the salary basic pay is from 35,400 to 1,12,400. In both the cases, the salary is same, but the first is considered as Group B and the second considered as Group C. Okay. And next thing we have to observe that is number of vacancies. How many vacancies are there? Let's see. So in sub-inspector in Delhi police, male, number of male candidates, number of male vacancies are open 73, open category 73, and department candidates 9, and ex-servicemen 9, and total 91 posts are there in Delhi police male. In Delhi police female, total posts are 78. Okay, please observe here economically weaker sections weight is also there. Okay, reservation for economically weaker sections is also there in this notification. And not only in Delhi police, in CAPF, if you observe the number of vacancies, observe this. CAPF means CRPF, that and BSF and ITBP and CSF and SSB. These 5 categories come under CAPF, Central Armed Police Force. Okay, so total CRPF posts are 1072 plus 107 are ex-servicemen, and BSF are 244 and 24 are for ex-servicemen, and ITBP 43 and for ex-servicemen there are 4. CISF 20 and 2 are for ex-servicemen, and SSB 16 total and 2 for ex-servicemen. So total 1395 posts for all the categories, and for ex-servicemen there are 139 posts are eligible in this notification. Okay, and the next thing here is eligibility criteria. This is another important thing you have to remember, because what is the age limit and who are eligible for this exam. Okay, like SSC CGL, here the educational qualification is degree. Okay, any bachelor degree from a recognized university or equivalent is the educational qualification or eligibility for this exam. That means you have to be a graduate person to apply this exam. And educational qualification is as on Jan 1st 2021. Okay, as on Jan 1st 2021 you have to complete your bachelor degree. Okay, and next thing is age limit. This is another important thing. Age limit. So age limit is for open category, that is unreserved categories. The age limit is 20 to 25 years as on Jan 1st 2021. That means candidates born not before Jan 2nd 1996 and not later Jan 1st 2001. So who born before 1996 and later 2001 are not applicable for this post. Okay, so your age should be 20 to 25. And there is an age relaxation for some categories. Okay, for SC ST there is upper age relaxation is 5 years. That means up to 30 years they are eligible. And for OBC 3 years is age relaxation will be given. That means up to 28 they are eligible. For ex-servicemen 3 years after deduction of the military service rendered from the actual age on the closing date. And not only these categories, we have some other categories also, and please read the notification carefully. I don't want to tell all the categories. Okay, and next, how to apply, how I can apply this exam. I told the date, that is June 17th to July 16th. Yes, between these dates you have to apply this post. The first thing is you have to visit the official website of SSC. Okay, and that is the ssc.nic.in. This is the official website of SSC, and you have to register. You have to register yourself. That is one time registration will be required. Okay, in that you have to upload some things like your photograph and your signature and some other things you have to upload. And if after one time registration you have to apply this notification particularly. Okay, this one time registration is not for this SSC CPO exam. It is for all the exams conducted by SSC. Okay, after one time registration, now you have to apply the post of SSC CPO. Okay, the fee is just 100 rupees, but women candidates and candidates belong to SC, ST and ex-servicemen are eligible for a fee exemption. That means they need not pay any amount. Okay, only male candidates of OC and OBC have to pay 100 rupees amount. Okay, that too you can pay through online or you can pay through offline challan also. Okay, so if you have any Beam UPI or net banking or credit card or debit card, whatever it may be, you can apply through them. Okay, next, the next thing is pattern of the exam. Pattern of the CPO exam is most likely SSC CGL exam. Okay, I already told about SSC CGL pattern in the previous video. Okay, so what is the pattern of the exam? Here something different in this pattern compared to the CGL. Okay, let's see the pattern. SSC CPO has 5 tiles. Okay, 5 tiles. First tile is paper 1. And one who are qualified in paper 1 will be go to PST or PET, that is physical endurance test. Okay, and next after that those who are qualified in PET are go to paper 2, have to write paper 2. Next, those who are qualified in paper 2 are considered to be medical, or okay, are considered to be medical. Next, after medical, that means those who are successfully completed their medical verification, they go to the document verification. After the document verification, your job will be allocated to you. Okay, so here one thing you have to remember: paper 1 is count the marks you are getting in paper 1. The marks you are getting in paper 1 should be considered, and the marks in PET or PST are qualifying in nature. They are qualifying. Okay, in paper 2 the marks you are getting in paper 2 are also considered. So for medical, it PST or PET is qualifying, and the marks of paper 1 plus paper 2 should be considered to the medical, to go to the medical section. Okay, after the medical you will get the you will go to the document verification. Okay, this is the process of SSC CPO. Okay, first I'll tell you what are the syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2, and what are the conditions in PET, and what are the conditions in medical and document verifications. Okay, I'll start with paper 1. So paper 1 means we have 4 sections. In paper 1 we have 4 sections: part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And paper 1 is conducted from September 29th to October 5th, 2020. So here 4 parts, and each part consists 50 questions, and each question carry 1 mark. So total 50 marks for each part. So total how many questions? 200 questions and 200 marks. What is the time duration? 2 hours. Okay, so from September 29th to October 5th, there are so many shifts. Okay, every day you have so many shifts. So total you will get a normalized score after this. Okay, because as more number of shifts are there, definitely there will be a normalized score. Okay, and next, now I'll tell you one thing: the syllabus of paper 1. For each subject we have syllabus. So I'll tell you, the syllabus of paper 1 is same as the syllabus of SSC CGL Tier 1. Okay, same syllabus, mostly same syllabus. Let's see. I'll start with general intelligence and reasoning, that is part 1. So same as SSC CGL, we have number analogy, figural analogy, okay, number series, figural series, space visualization, Venn diagrams, coding and decoding. and non-verbal series, arithmetic number series, okay, and decision making, visual memory, spatial orientation, emotional intelligence and social intelligence, embedded figures, very important. Okay, all the things which are there in SSC CGL Tier 1, same syllabus is there in SSC CPO also. Okay, and next thing is GS, general knowledge and general awareness. Same syllabus of CGL. Okay, history, culture, polity, constitution, economy, geography, okay, and also current affairs. All these topics are given in general knowledge and general awareness. And the next one is quantitative aptitude. In the quantitative aptitude, same topics, okay, arithmetic and pure maths. Pure maths means algebra, surds and indices, okay. Geometry means a triangle, similar triangles, circles, tangents, chords, prisms, that is 3D mensuration, quadrilaterals, polygons, sphere, hemisphere, and also trigonometry. And not only that, we have data interpretation like histogram, frequency polygon, bar diagram, pie chart, and also heights and distances. All these come under pure maths or advanced maths. Okay, time and distance, time and work, profit and loss, discount, partnership, all these come under arithmetic topic. Okay, that is aptitude. Okay, this part comes under aptitude, but this part comes under advanced maths or pure maths. It is a purely maths topics. Okay, and the next syllabus is for English. English comprehension, candidate's ability to understand correct English, his or her basic comprehension and writing ability. Okay, so basically we have 50 questions in English also, and most of the questions are like active voice, passive voice, direct speech, indirect speech, and correction of sentences, synonyms, antonyms, one word substitutions, idioms and phrases, and next jumbling of words, okay, that is para jumbling. All these things will come under English comprehension. Okay, so total these parts will make you paper 1 of the CPO exam. Okay, if you qualify this paper 1, you are allowed to participate in the PST or PET. What this PST or PET refers? Okay, after qualifying of paper 1, okay, the physical standard test or and physical endurance test. The first thing is physical standard test. This is required for all the posts. Okay, irrespective of the post, you have to make you have these standards. Okay, so please read the notification carefully regarding physical standard test. Okay, for males, based on the post, you have to require some height. Okay, and there is a chest expansion, without expansion and after expansion. Okay, and the same things is for candidates belonging to other areas like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh. For them it is somewhat different. Okay, and for scheduled tribes and for other scheduled tribes, female candidates, there will be some difference in measurements. Okay, so please read the notification carefully. Okay, and if you have those standards, then you are eligible for this post. Okay, and this is physical standards. Next, physical endurance. Okay, physical endurance test is it is also important for all the posts. For male candidates, 100-meter race in 16 seconds and 1.6 kilometers race in 6.5 minutes, and long jump, high jump, shot put. These should be carried out by the male candidates. And for female candidates, 100 meters race in 18 seconds and 800-meter race in 4 minutes, and long jump and also high jump is there. Okay, for female candidates. And there are other things also. Please read the notification carefully. Okay, after and please remember, these are qualifying in nature. PST or PET is qualifying. Okay, you have to get some pass marks. These marks are not considered for the final allocation. Okay, after qualifying this PST or PET, you are allowed to write the paper 2. You are allowed to write the paper 2. So what consists of paper 2? Paper 2, basically there is only one subject and it will be conducted on March 1st, 2021. The subject is English language and comprehension. And here the total number of questions are 200. In paper 1 or paper 2, all the questions are objective in nature. We have 4 options and you have to pick one option. Okay, and there is a negative marking also for every wrong answer. 1/4 of the correct mark will be deducted. Okay, so 200 question and each question carry 1 mark, so total 200 marks. The time duration is 2 hours. Okay, here also there is a negative mark. And the syllabus of English language and comprehension for paper 2 is same as SSC CGL Tier 2 English subject. Okay, see the syllabus of paper 2 of English. Those are same vocabulary, spellings, fill in the blanks, grammar, sentence structure, synonyms, antonyms, sentence completion, phrases and idioms, comprehension. Okay, same syllabus as CGL Tier 2 of for English. Okay, so this is about paper 2. So after completion of paper 2, and your paper 1 score and your paper 2 score will be added and final marks were released. Okay, in that final marks, if you are getting good marks, that means if you are qualified, okay, then you are allowed to write the, you are allowed to medical. But there is one thing important in here, that is a National Cadet Corps certificate. We know that NCC certificate, there are 3 types of NCC certificates: NCCA, NCCB, NCCC. If you are NCC certificate holder, then you will get some additional marks or bonus marks in each paper, that is in paper 1 and also paper 2. If you have NCCA certificate, then you will get 4 marks extra. Okay, after normalizing, you will get 4 marks extra if you have NCCA certificate. If you have NCCB certificate, you will get extra 6 marks. If you have NCC seat certificate, then you will get extra 10 marks. In both paper 1 10 marks and also in paper 2 also 10 marks. Okay, that you have to remember. This is given for only NCC certificate holders as on Jan 1st, 2021. Clear? And now you are qualified after paper 2, then you are allowed to medical. Okay, in the medical, please remember the medical examination is very strict and it is required for all the posts. Okay, and it should be carried by a medical officer or assistant surgeon. Okay, and there are some things you have to remember: eyesight and some other things also, tattoos, and if there are tattoos or if you have eyesight, if you have some other medical things, then please go through the notification and please read all the medical standards for each post. Okay, I am not telling all the medical standards, but please remember, after qualifying of a paper 2, you are going to the medical. Okay, if your medical is okay, that means you don't have any if you have all the necessary things, you are completed all the medical things, then you are allowed for document verification. Okay, in the document verification, basically the candidates can opt for their respective posts based on the preferences they will allot you. Okay, based on the rank, you will get your desired post. Okay, in the document verification, you have to you have to take all the original certificates of your degree, 10th, inter, and voter ID, PAN card, all the things are there. And don't worry, in the document verification, before document verification, in the SSC official website, they will tell you what you have to take, what you have to bring for the document verification. Okay, after the document verification, based on your overall score and all the things, you are allotted any of these posts. Okay, clear all of you? So this is about how to apply and how to what is the procedure of SSC CPO. Then next I want to tell you how to prepare. How to prepare, that is important now. So we have 3 months nearly, and then how to prepare for this exam. In my channel, I made SSC CPO 2019 questions explanations. Okay, topic wise explanation. I made all the videos, okay, in my channel. Please go through this playlist, and before practicing or before writing any mock test, please write down the previous questions or attempt the previous questions, and after that watch these videos. Okay, and if you have more time to solve any problem, then you can easily understand why you are taking so much of time to solve that problem after watching these videos. In these videos I told all the things and all the problems how to solve them in very quick time. Okay, and next you have to remember my PDFs, my class notes and my PDFs are available in Instamojo. Okay, purchase them, and all are in English. Okay, and for arithmetic, uh, please visit my blog. My blog is mathematics iasmathematics.blogspot.com. This is my blog. Visit that blog and download all the topics. Okay, in all the topics I wrote question and solution for that question. All those are very important models. Okay, and for GS, read Lucent book. Lucent book is enough. And for current affairs, you have to read the Hindu newspaper or any current affairs magazine is sufficient. Okay, for English, KD Campus book is sufficient. And please attempt all the previous questions of SSC, CGL, CHSL and also CPO exams. That's enough. For reasoning also, no need to prepare any other things. Okay, for reasoning, please, I want to tell you one thing. Attempt all the previous questions. That's enough for that is enough for the reasoning. Okay, if you attempt all the mark questions and if you attempt all the previous questions for reasoning, then it is sufficient. Okay, and for all the things, practice is required. Without practicing, you can't get any job. Okay, so I want to tell all the things to you because now in this situation, most of the candidates has a doubt in their mind that whether the exams will be conducted or whether the exams results will be released or not. Yes, definitely, of course, this is a pandemic year, but I want to tell you the things will go on every time. Okay, so that's why government will conduct the exams and release the results also. So don't worry about that. But one thing, as an aspirant, you have to prepare for every time. Okay, till you get a job. Perseverance is very important for every aspirant. Determination and concentration also important. Okay, with this, I want to tell you and. Hold on friends, wait for 2 minutes. I will tell you two things for you. So the things are here. First thing, all pure maths topics PDFs are available in Instamojo. సో ఇక్కడ ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ అనగానే మీకు కొన్ని టాపిక్స్ తెలియాలి. సో ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ అంటే మనకి ఏమొస్తాయి, ఆల్జీబ్రా వస్తుంది, ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ, జామెట్రీ, కోఆర్డినేట్ జామెట్రీ, మెన్సురేషన్, 2D అండ్ 3D అండ్ ప్రోగ్రెషన్స్. ఈ టాపిక్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మనకి ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ టాపిక్స్ కింద వస్తాయి. సో వీటన్నిటికీ కూడా నా క్లాస్ నోట్సెస్ అలానే తర్వాత మీకు దానికి సంబంధించిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అనేవి మీకు ప్రస్తుతం ఇన్స్టామోజోలో ఉన్నాయి. వీటితో పాటు డిఏఓకి ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో, ఏపీపీఎస్సి కండక్ట్ చేసే డిఏఓ ఎగ్జామ్కి సంబంధించిన స్టాటిస్టిక్స్, మ్యాట్రిసెస్, లాగరిథమ్స్ అండ్ బైనామియల్ థీరం అండ్ ఆల్సో సెట్స్, రిలేషన్స్ అండ్ ఫంక్షన్స్, ఈ టాపిక్స్కి కూడా మీకు పీడిఎఫ్స్ అనేవి అవైలబుల్గా ఉన్నాయి. అంతేకాకుండా ఏపీపీఎస్సికి సంబంధించి ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కంపైలేషన్ అనేది టాపిక్ వైజ్ చేశాను. సో ఆ టాపిక్ వైజ్ కంపైలేషన్ కూడా మీకు ఇప్పుడు ఇన్స్టామోజోలో మీకు అవైలబుల్గా ఉంది. సో మీకు ఎవరికైతే ఇవి కావాలనుకుంటున్నారో వీళ్ళు డైరెక్ట్గా నేను లింక్స్ అనేవి డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో ఇచ్చాను, వాటి నుంచి అయినా మీరు పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. లేదు అంటే నా నెంబర్కి 9490882754 ఈ నెంబర్కి మీరు వాట్సాప్ చేసిన త్రూ వాట్సాప్ ద్వారా కూడా మీరు పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ గురించి. అఫైర్స్ క్లౌడ్ అనేది ఒక వెబ్సైట్ అనమాట. సో దే ఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ డైలీ అండ్ వీక్లీ అండ్ మంత్లీ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇయర్లీ. సో ఇక్కడ మీకు ఏంటంటే డైలీ, వీక్లీ, మంత్లీ, ఇయర్లీ వాళ్ళు ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడానికి వాళ్ళు తీసుకునే అమౌంట్ కూడా ఎక్కువేం కాదు. సో జస్ట్ 300 రూపీస్. దానికి తోడు ఇంకా మీరు నా రిఫరల్ కోడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ విత్ మనీ అనే రిఫరల్ కోడ్ వాడారనుకోండి, ఇంకొక 10% తగ్గుతుంది. అంటే 30 రూపీస్ మీకు తగ్గి 270 రూపీస్కే మీకు వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో నేను లింక్స్ అనేవి డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో ఇచ్చాను. సో ప్లీజ్ ఒకసారి చూడండి, మీకే ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది లింక్స్ గురించి, అంటే ఆ అఫైర్స్ క్లౌడ్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. సో శాంపిల్ పీడిఎఫ్స్ కూడా వాళ్ళు పెట్టారు, వాళ్ళు ఎలా ఉంటాయి ఏంటనేది చూసి పర్చేజ్ చేసుకోండి, చాలా బాగున్నాయి. Okay, even I am also following the same links. Okay, with this I'll conclude this session and have a good day and very all the best to all of you. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.